Hi everyone, I've got Jean Campbell with me today.
Hi.
We've been friends for a long time. We work together a lot. I want to tell you how we first met. I want to say, Jean, it was on a Burberry campaign. Is that right?
Yes, it was my first ever campaign and my second ever job. And I was on crutches.
She had a broken leg.
But Wendy made me look pretty.
I mean, that's determined. She had a broken leg. It was in cast up to the thigh, no?
No, it was...
I'm sorry, much more extreme.
Yeah, you're like,
peg leg.
she was in a wheelchair. No, I had my pelvis restructured.
Oh, right, yeah, just a small thing.
So I was sitting down.
She didn't break her leg. See, no. I made that a whole different thing. If you'd have asked me, I'd have told you a whole lie. Yeah, so that was your second job. That's a big job for you, no?
Yeah, I was only 16. I didn't have anything to compare it to.
How did you get into modelling?
I got scouted like a lot when I was kind of like from 13. I got scouted here and there. And then Joe McKenna saw a picture of me on a fridge magnet.
He's a major stylist in the fashion industry, just so people don't know.
Yeah. He wanted to do a shoot, but I was still 15. And then me and my mum agreed that if the offer was still there when I was 16, after my GCSEs, then I would maybe do it. He offered me to do a shoot for British Vogue with Bruce Weber.
Not bad.
Yeah, and then I did that, and then straight after... I didn't have an agent or anything at that point. Then Burberry came and then I got an agent. I met Wendy.
I mean, the funny thing is, let's just track back a bit.
Yeah.
How did Joe McKenna see you on a fridge magnet? I mean, was he invited to your home? And what's the deal?
Him and my mum, I think, like knew each other like 20 years ago.
Okay.
But I think they were having like a meeting or something. He basically was in the kitchen.
Right, swung by the
Joe
fridge.
was in the kitchen.
You had a fridge magnet of yourself on there like you do.
Yeah.
And okay.
I was still in school and it was strictly like no missing school, which was great.
Yeah, that's good.
Because you want to be in school.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you need to get an education.
Yeah, exactly. And then... So I was sort of doing bits here and there, and then I had an exclusive with Vuitton.
That'll be Louis Vuitton to all of us mundanes that don't know that. Love it though, Jean. Go on.
And then I'd finished school by the time that finished, and that was also really great because.
So you could model when you wasn't doing school.
Yeah.
Is that how it worked?
Yeah. So I would do like there was one in the summer term I remember of my second last year of school. I did like 3 shoots for Love magazine on the weekends.
Which is an editorial, which is a fashion magazine.
Yeah. I wasn't modelling really a lot.
I mean, did you feel confident doing that? Did you know what you were doing?
No. I was literally like going with the flow. Like, yeah. Then I left school. I had another hip surgery.
And then for the hips, watch out.
Well, I was out properly in a wheelchair for 3
see, that was what I was imagining.
Yeah, so I was in a wheelchair for a month and then crutches for another 2 months. Did my first job back when I was still on crutches, which was a mistake.
I mean, that was
because it wasn't Burberry treatment.
It must have been hard.
And then I guess, I sort of went full time when I recovered from that. But it's only really been like a year and a half since I've properly been full time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like it's been longer than that.
Well, I know, because we met 4.5 years ago.
Oh my God.
But like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've done quite a few shoots together. The last shoot I done with Jean was nice because we had your brother and sister on there.
Yeah, it was so nice actually.
And you were quite protective about them, weren't you? I mean, I done a little photo shoot on the side. I took a nice family picture.
Yeah, it was so sweet actually.
Yeah, what did they think about it? It was the first time your brother and your sister modelled, right?
They'd both done a thing with Tim Walker for British Vogue featuring Holland and Holland.
Right.
Which is the brand that my mum is working with.
Okay, fantastic. So it's all in fashion, all in
yeah. So they'd done that, but
that's kind of a family. It feels like a family. So it's not too intimidating.
Yeah. No, that was like at home.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of the first shoot they did. My sister was like really quiet and didn't really get it. And then my brother is just happy to be earning money.
Well, that's like all of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they were really sweet on the shoot. I remember them.
Well, they loved you.
Oh, because I love a chat. That's what me and Jane love a chat all the time. I mean, you know when you're modelling, is it difficult if someone says you look warm when it's freezing cold? I mean, how do you get through them things? Do you feel like, do I look awkward? Do you practice modelling in the mirror? What's the deal?
So when it's like being too hot or too cold, too hot is definitely the hardest.
Right.
Because you're like physically looking too hot.
Oh, yeah.
But too cold you can't really tell, so it's fine. But I guess with both of them you just think that it's not going to take too long.
Oh, right, okay,
so
that's
fine.
what we tell them. We tell them we're all in puffer jackets.
Yeah,
going,
like
no,
whatever,
no,
it will be. You just think about the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you do feel uncomfortable if they say something that you don't understand, or like really, or no direction at all.
Right.
So the worst one is like, give me something different.
Oh, right. You're like, okay.
Oh, what do you mean? But...
And you can't get really stroppy and go, you know, I've given you loads of different. Because they'll be like,
yeah, you know what to do. It's actually you. No, I think actually the best thing is having, like, for a photographer to be a good director as well as take...
Yeah.
I think that's one of the key things, obviously, for a good photograph.
I mean, you were telling me that, you know, I said to you earlier, how do you know that you're doing something right? How do you know that your modelling is looking good? And then you said you go to the monitor and have a look.
Yeah, well, sometimes if they're shooting digital, I like to again look to check that I look alright.
Yeah, I mean that's how I mean, because otherwise you.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I'm trying to do a job. Like I don't want to look shit.
Yeah, because you won't be looked again.
Not just for my own vanity, but yeah.
But how is
and then, but generally most people. So before, when I first started modelling, and photographers go, "Oh, beautiful, beautiful, oh, amazing." Obviously, they don't actually mean like you're really beautiful. They're giving you direction, telling you that you're doing the right thing and that they're happy.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought, oh, that's really stupid how they do that when I first started.
Right.
But now...
I love that.
No, I was like, well, why are you saying that so many times?
I love that. It's encouragement.
Yeah, but actually it makes it so much easier because it doesn't mean, like, you shouldn't take that on as like, oh, I'm so beautiful. Yeah. But it does mean that you know you're doing something right. Yeah. But sometimes you do work with people who are just silent. Well, and that's really testing because when you don't know really what they're thinking, then you're just kind of like...
doing different moves.
Yeah, it's so awkward.
I mean, that's obviously a modelling move because I'm not a model. Yeah, but what's that thing you said to me about the tongue?
Oh, yeah.
So this is a good one. I might do this.
So earlier Wendy asked me if, when I'm doing a sort of natural shoot, if it's sort of contrived. And obviously, you know, a lot of the time when it looks natural, it looks good, but I guess it's like part of, you know, the fact that I've done it for a while, is that one thing I do think about is like if photographers get me to lift up my chin, I always think about the underbit of my chin. But a way that you can kind of trick that is if you put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, it makes your...
Which I'm doing now.
Chin go up, look.
Do it again. Oh yeah, major.
Yeah,
love that.
You see?
Yeah, that's a tip from the top.
Yeah, but anyway, that's my one trick.
Yeah, I love that. So that's how me and Jean first met, and a little bit of insight about Jean. And stay tuned if you want to see Jean's favourite products. So see you soon.
See you soon.